guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mare, and in today's reading vlog, if you've read the title, you already know. If you haven't, we will be reading these three books. And these three books are the original trilogy of the Hunger Games books. Now, I have not read them, because when they first came out, I was too young, and then the movies came out, and I was still pretty young, but since my mom and my sister watched the movies, I did watch the movies with them. So I've seen the movies, I've just never read the books. So, and like in March, the book of Haymitch came out, Sunrise on the Reaping, and I felt major FOMO. I felt major FOMO because I could not read it because I felt like I couldn't read it because I have not read these yet. So yeah, firstly reading these, and then if you want another video of me reading the book about President Snow, which is Songbirds and Snakes, which I have seen that movie. I have seen that movie in the cinemas. So if you want another reading vlog of me reading that book and also Sunrise on the Reaping, let me know in the comments. And yeah, that is what we're doing this video. Have fun watching the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff that you guys know how to do. And yeah, that's it. Hello guys, a little update from me. I am on page 105, which this is day 2 of reading this book. Like technically it's day 3, but yesterday I did not read a single page. So let's just say it's day 2. That's easier. So it's day 2 of reading it, and I think like 105 pages in like one day for me is pretty decent. So I'm happy that I did that. Because I'm leaving again on Monday. We're Thursday today. I kind of want to finish this book before I'm leaving because I know that the week that I'm gone, I won't have any time to read probably because I am going to be a camp counselor. And yeah, obviously I need to be busy. Like I'm going to be busy with the kids the whole time I'm there. So I won't have that much time to read. So I'm going to try and finish this before I leave on Monday. Which I don't know if that's going to be possible, but we'll see. That being said, I'm going to get to reading pretty soon. I was just going to say, like, a minute ago, it was like pouring it down outside. It's still thundering outside, so I feel like there might be more rain coming, but like for now it stops. And I was like, that's the perfect like setting for me to read, like pouring it down outside. I got myself a cup of tea. It's like perfect setting, and then it stopped raining, so yeah, but it's okay. I'm just gonna continue reading, and I'll probably not read that much because I'm still so tired from yesterday. But yeah, that's it. I will see y'all, I don't know when. I hope tomorrow.
Several days later.
Hey guys, good morning. I'm looking a bit rough, but we're not gonna talk about that. It is actual reading day 5, but like there's 2 days that I didn't read in like the whole 5 days like between them, so it's like day 7 of reading the first Hunger Games book. I'm literally just halfway through. I'm 51% through, but this is my last day before I leave because I'm leaving tomorrow, and then I have a week where I know I will not have time to read, and I want to finish this book before because I fear that if I don't read for a week I might be forgetting stuff. Yeah, so I'm gonna try my fucking hardest to finish this book today. But it's half a book, so I don't know if that's possible. But we're like in the games already, and like it's so addicted. Like it's so addicting. Like yesterday I read 2 chapters and I was like really tired after. Like I was reading the 2nd chapter in the evening and I was so tired. I was like, okay, I have to go to sleep after this chapter. And then the last chapter ended on a cliffhanger, and I was like, no, I just need to know what happens next. So I read another chapter. So yeah, like I said, really addicting. I'm gonna read some more right now, and yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, I finish it today. if you can tell, but I've been crying. Yeah. Chapter 18 did it for me. And I knew what would happen because I knew. This is like kind of a spoiler warning, but I feel like everybody that's watching this video probably has read the Hunger Games books or watched the movies. I knew Rue would die. I knew Rue would not live. I knew that. But still, I cried. I bawled my eyes out. Yeah. And now I'm the book is separated in different parts. So first we have part 1, which is titled, let me take a look, The Tribute, and then we have part 2, which is titled The Game, and now I'm about to start part 3, which is titled The Victor. And they just had a rule change in the games, which I didn't remember that happening, because I was so confused what would happen to Peter, because in my mind he makes it through the games, but obviously Katniss does as well. So I was like, how does that work? But now they've had a rule change that 2 tributes can win the games if they're from the same district, and now it all makes sense. It all makes sense now. So yeah, I'm on page 299 of the 454. So I feel like it might be possible to finish the book today. It's 155 pages left, which I feel like might be possible. I don't know, because it reads very quickly as well. So the only thing that I do have to do today is pack my suitcase, because I haven't done that yet. And I need to do that. That's the only thing that I have to do today. And obviously I also want to watch the Formula 1 Grand Prix because it's the Belgian Grand Prix. But other than that, I have a free day. So I hope, fingers crossed, that I finish the book today. Yeah. Hi guys, a very unflattering angle this, but I just wanted to come on here and say that there is no chance in hell that I'm finishing the book today, because I still have 155 pages left. Since this morning I've not read anything, and it's 10 already. I have just taken my sleeping drops, so I have about half an hour before I actually go to sleep, so I'm gonna read that half an hour. But yeah, I got sucked into Love Island. Yeah. I watched 2 episodes while I was actually supposed to read. So yeah. I mean, I cannot rewind the time, so that sucks. But I'm gonna take my book with me while I'm away, and I'm gonna try and see if I can read some more while I'm away.
1 week later.
Hey guys, I am back. It's been a week since y'all seen me. Maybe a little more, I think a little more. The last time I updated you guys, it was the day before I left for camp, and against all expectations that I had, I did manage to read the exact amount of 1 chapter while I was at camp. But it was a chapter of 20 pages, which is insane. I read 20 pages at camp. That's the most I've read in my 4 years of doing this. Of doing those kind of camps. So it's insane. Yeah, that I got to read that much when I was at camp. And this is my second day at home again after camp. And yesterday I finished the Hunger Games. So the first book in the Hunger Games original trilogy. I finished it. I am gonna say a 4 out of 5 stars. And that might just purely be because I knew what would happen and I knew how it would end and everything like that. Because the first movie is the one that is the clearest in my mind. The second and the third movie, I have 0 clue what's about to happen. So I am about to go into Catching Fire, which is the second book of the Hunger Games trilogy. I am very curious. I have 0 clue what's about to happen. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting, and I'm very excited for that. Yeah, that's my update for now, and yeah, you'll see me again a little later. always forget to update y'all. Like, I always forget it. And like the only time that I remember to update y'all is when I'm completely ready to go to sleep. Like, the pimple patches are on, my hair is up in a bun, I'm ready to go to sleep, and then I'm like, maybe I should update them. Because I'm already on page 198 of the in total, let me have a look, 472 pages. Like, I'm already in part 2 of the story. And I haven't updated y'all since I think the last time when I was about to start the book. Honestly, I also do not have that much to tell y'all, because the more I read this book, the more that stuff from the movies is coming back. And like, there's certain parts of the movies that I'm just like, in what book is that taking place? Like, is it the second or the third? And that is a little bit confusing, because technically I know how it all goes. Like, I know every little piece of plot, but it's just so far in the back of my brain that I don't know. I just don't know. But yeah, just little sprinkles here and there are coming in at certain times, and I'm just like, when's that actually taking place though? Because I wouldn't be able to put it in any of these books. So yeah. But up until this point, I'm about to start chapter 12. Up until this point, I am enjoying it. I think I enjoyed the first one more than I'm enjoying this one, but that might change because we haven't really had that much action. And I feel like right now, because this is part 2, which is titled The Quell, I think. If I can find the title page. Yeah, it is. Part 2 is titled The Quell, and part 1 was titled, let me have a look, The Spark. So I feel like right now we're gonna go into the action, which it was the same with the first book. So yeah, I always enjoy the action parts more than I do the like build-up parts. And I think that it's for a lot of people. Like, I think a lot of people relate to that. But yeah, I am gonna see how much more I can read today. I'm already, I think this is the second day of actually reading it, because I think the first day I read about 1 or 2 chapters and nothing more. But this is the day that I'm like the second day of actually reading it, and like actually reading it throughout the day, because I had a dentist appointment, brought the book there, read a bit over there, then I got home from the dentist and I read some more. Then in the afternoon I also read some, and I'm about to read some more right now. So I'm getting through this very quickly, like compared to the first one, but that's also because while I was reading the first one, I had my week that I was away. But yeah, we shall see how it's gonna go. Yeah, I'll update y'all. I'm gonna try tomorrow. Like, I'm not promising anything, but I'm gonna try to update y'all tomorrow.
A few moments later.
Hey guys, it's about like 10 p.m., but I just finished reading and I'm about to go to sleep, and I just needed to do a little update. Because remember in the last clip that I was talking about some scenes from the movie that I knew in my head that I couldn't place in a book? I know what book they're from. It's this book. The scenes haven't happened yet, but I'm pretty certain it's this book. Because the character that is in my head has been introduced. Like, literally just has been introduced just. Yeah, I just read the part in which that they announce that this Corder means that previous victors will go into the arena, and the scene that's in my head is of Katniss in the arena with this older woman, and I can't remember her name. I don't think it has been mentioned yet, but like, that is the scene that's in my head, and so it all makes sense now. it all makes sense now. I've also just read a little bit about Hamish's games, and they're filming that movie right now. They're filming Hamish's movie right now. That's also the reason why I wanted to read these books right now, so that I can read Hamish's book before watching the movie, so that I've experienced reading a book before watching the movie of like this big of a franchise, because I haven't yet done that, and I was like, I need to do that, so that is why I'm reading these books right now. But like they're filming Hamish's movie right now, and like I've seen pictures of it, of the set. I've seen pictures of the set. I've seen pictures of the actors, obviously, and it's just like so weird reading about it, and like also kind of picturing it. Like I already feel sad only reading this little part. I know people have like literally bawled their eyes out to Hamish's like full story. I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready for that, because this little part that I read in this chapter, I think it's chapter 15. Let me take a look. No, it's chapter 14 that I've just finished reading. That little part in chapter 14 already just breaks my heart. It breaks my heart already. I don't know if I'm ready for Hamish's book. Like, I don't know if I'm ready for that. But yeah, I'm going to sleep right now. I got to page 245, which is pretty far in, if I do say so myself. I don't think I'm gonna finish it tomorrow. If I read the same amount that I did today, I'm not gonna finish it tomorrow. But if I read some more, well, actually, no, I'm not gonna finish it tomorrow, I think. But definitely, well, Sunday actually also not, because Sunday I have plans. Maybe Monday. Fingers crossed I finish it on Monday. Actually, fingers crossed I finish it ASAP, because I need to know how this ends. Yeah. And now I'm going to sleep. Bye!
One day later.
Guys, remember how I was telling y'all yesterday that I remembered a scene from the movies, and that I now realized it's from this book? I am at the scene. I am at that certain scene. I'm about to start chapter 21, which I wasn't planning on reading that chapter today. I was actually planning on, stopping right now. Like, just reading my chapter that I just read and just go to sleep. But since I'm about to read the scene that is so imprinted in my head, I need to read it. And it's, if you want to know which scene, spoiler warning if you have not watched the movies, if you have not read the books, this is a spoiler warning, it's the scene with the fog in which Meg dies, if I'm not mistaken. Like, yeah. I don't know if you, I now know the old woman's name. It's Max. That's the scene that's in my head. Like, if I'm not mistaken, Max dies. But I'm not 100% certain of that. We will know after I finish this chapter, because I will finish this chapter. Yeah, I just needed to share that with y'all. I'm currently at page 358. I don't know at what page this chapter will end, but yeah, I'm doing pretty well reading this book. I don't know if I'm gonna finish it tomorrow. I'm going to the beach tomorrow, but not to sit and swim, but to walk around. Yeah, I know. But I do have to drive over there, and I'm gonna ask my dad to drive. And then I have about 2 hours to read in the car. So I'm gonna take my book with me, and hopefully I can finish this book tomorrow, because I'm so close to finishing it. Yeah. I've also already decided that after this one, I need a break. Because I went back to back from the first one into the second one. And I just need a cute little rom-com in between, because I can't do it. I am enjoying these books. Like this book, I'm enjoying it so much, but just the first few chapters, actually up until the point where we started with the actual Hunger Games, was just a little bit boring for me, and I think that might be because I went back to back. Because if I didn't go back to back, I don't think I would have found the first part of the book that boring. Yeah. Also, that's kind of funny. I was reading and I got to the point where Peter reveals that Katniss is pregnant. Um, and I don't know if for some reason I pulled this move, but I knew he would say that. I knew Peter would reveal that, but still pulled that move. Yeah, I don't know. That's my little update for now. I'm gonna read this chapter and I'll be back tomorrow. Really quickly before I go to sleep, guys. I cannot take it anymore. Like, I cannot take it anymore. Oh, this chapter 21 that I just read, with in fact the dad of Max, I cannot take it anymore. Like, what the hell? And then the ending of the chapter with the girl from District 6, I think it was. Bro, like, genuinely, I cannot take it anymore. Like, I knew a lot of people would die in, like, all the Hunger Games books. But what the hell? What the hell? I cannot take it anymore. I just wanted to stop. I wanted to end. I don't want it anymore. Like, I just needed to stop. Because I can't do it anymore.
You get the idea.
Hey guys, happy Monday. The last time you saw me, like the previous clip, it was Saturday evening. I was about to go to sleep. I was going through it. I was absolutely going through it. Because I was so done with this book. I was so done with this book. But I wanted to continue reading, but I was so done with it. I just needed it all to stop. And I also told y'all in that exact clip, I think, that I probably wouldn't finish it on Sunday, but I would probably finish the book today. Well, guess what? I did finish it yesterday. I did finish it yesterday because I went to the beach, but I don't live like very near to the beach, so we had to drive for 2 hours and I think 20 minutes. So on that drive, I finished this book. And, yeah, I don't know if I actually told y'all the rating for, hold on, let me get it. The original, like the first book in the series. I ended up giving this a 4-star. I don't know, maybe it's the fact that I knew what was gonna happen that is why I ended up giving it only a 4-star. It's a good book. Like, it's genuinely a good book, and I love reading it, and I love the whole world of the Hunger Games. But, you know, I think it's because I knew what was gonna happen that I wasn't like that surprised by everything. You know what I mean? Like, for example, Peter saying that he loves Katniss, that the person that he loves is Katniss. Like, if I hadn't known that was gonna happen, I would be surprised by him saying that. But because I've seen the films, like, I've watched the movies, it's just, I knew that was gonna happen, so I think that is the only reason why I'm only giving it a 4-star, and not a 5, or a 4 point something. But then, you go on to this one, and I've decided to give this one a 4.25. I don't know, I thought I was gonna give this one less than the first one, but for some reason, that ending, I think, because I didn't know how the book ended, I can't remember how how the second movie ends. That just took me by surprise, and that is why I'm giving it a 4.25 instead of just 4, or even less than a 4. So yeah, I love this book. I love this. And I know I also said that I wouldn't immediately go into the third one, but I mean, I have it. So yeah, I need to go back to back. I need to go back to back to back because yeah, I can't get it over my heart to read a different book in between, like a silly little rom-com in between. I can't do it. So I'm going back to back, and we're starting this one today. And I have no idea what this one is actually about. I know that the little song about, like, the hanging tree is, I think, from this movie. But other than that, literally zero clue. Zero clue what this book and this movie is about. So that, I think, I'm gonna be in for a surprise. And I love that for me. I absolutely love that for me. So yeah, that's my update for now. I will see y'all again when I actually start reading. Hey guys, super flattering angles, super flattering lights. No, but we don't care. It's evening, as you can probably tell. It's still Monday, and I thought, you know what, I'll give you all an update. I am almost 100 pages into the book. And at first, it was moving so slow. Like, literally the first 2 chapters, I think, they were so slow that it just felt. It literally felt like it was like 10 chapters. Like, that is. Okay, I admit, the chapters are crazy ass long. Like, it's chapters of 20 pages, which. In my romance books, that actually never really happens. So, I mean, I do give the book that. It are long ass chapters, but still, it's insane. Like those first 2 chapters, but now I feel that we're gonna like the action is gonna start right now, because Katniss has just decided that she is gonna be the Mockingjay. So I do feel like the action is gonna come in and the pacing is gonna pick up, which I'm happy about that. My sister also told me that this book is split up in 2 movies, and that is probably why I don't remember much of it, because it are 2 movies and not just one. And I was like, oh, I didn't know that. So yeah, learned something new today. But yeah, I think that's my update for now. I think I'm about at page like 86 or something like that. And I do want to get 200 pages before going to sleep. But it's 9:30. I normally go to bed at 10, so I still have about half an hour. We'll probably read a little bit. We'll probably read a little bit more. But yeah, that's my update for now. I'm gonna read, and I will probably see y'all tomorrow again. My dad hung up the hammock today, so I will be reading in the hammock tomorrow, probably the whole entire day. So yeah, very excited for that. I see you tomorrow. Bye! Hey guys, I have been reading my whole morning, actually. Yeah, pretty much the whole morning. And I just got to page 355, which means exactly 100 pages till I get to the end. And honestly, I have zero clue how this book is gonna end, which is weird because I've seen the movies, but I literally don't know how this whole thing ends. Like, of course, I do know that probably Katniss is gonna survive and President Snow is not, but like, there's other characters that I just like, what happens to them? You know what I mean? Like, I have zero clue what happens to Peter. I have zero clue what happens to Finnick. I have zero clue what's gonna happen to Gale. Like, there's so many characters that I just have zero clue what's gonna happen to them, that I'm so excited to finish this book. And I am 100% certain that I will finish it today. It's, I think, the 3rd day of reading it. I've read this book so fast. 455 pages in total, and I'm gonna finish it probably today, because it's literally just noon. So yeah, I have the whole afternoon to finish this book, and I know I will. Yeah. Up until this point, I am enjoying it, but it's just, I'm missing stuff, and I don't know what it is. I liked book 1 and 2 better than I'm liking this one. So I've been thinking about bumping my rating of book number 2 up to a 4.75 and book 1 up to a 4.5, maybe, so that this one, like, it's still, I don't know. I'm probably gonna bump my ratings of book 1 and 2 up a little bit, so that because this book is giving 4-star, but it is still better than the first book, and I give that one a 4. Yeah, I'll figure it out. That's my update for now. Hey guys, while I do my skincare to go to sleep, let me talk to y'all about the book that I was reading, because obviously, and we all knew this would happen, I finished it today. Woohoo! I am still not set on my final rating. Like, I know it's in the range of a 4-star, but if it's like a 4.5 25, a 4, a 4.5. I don't know yet. Like, I'm still not set on my actual final rating because I honestly don't know how to feel about the book. Like, in the beginning, it was not my thing. Like, absolutely not at all. Like, I was bored, but I still kept reading, and that's the thing. Like, I was bored, but not that bored that I was like, I need to stop reading this book. Like, I don't want to continue reading this. Like, I was bored, but I still kept going because I was just so hooked. And that's the thing that is making me like, how much do I rate this book? Like, I have no idea. um, and then on top of that, I did not like what they did with Finnick and Prim. Like, killing both of these characters is insane, in my opinion. Like, what the helly? I'm not. I honestly like don't have words for that. Like, I mean, genuinely, when Finnick died, I was like, what the helly? And then Prim died, and I was just in denial. I was just like, no, she's not actually dead. She'll be alive in the next chapter. Katniss is just imagining it. She's dead, guys. Like, I'm sorry, what? What? Like, yeah, I'm not not happy with what Suzanne did with those two. So that for me is like an extra reason that's making me like, how much do I rate this? Because I genuinely don't know. Like, and also what they like did with like the ending, like the epilogue was just, I don't know, vague to me. Like, the whole book technically was a bit fake to me. There was a point, like, towards the ending, where I was, like, reading, and I was, like, my mom was sitting next to me, and at some point I looked at her, because she's seen the movies, so she knows what happens in the books as well, for the most part, and I looked at her, and I was just like, I don't know what I'm reading. Like, there's so much happening all at once, that I just can't grasp a thing that's being said. Like, none of these words are making sense because there's just too much happening all at once. And I had that at multiple points, like towards the end of the book, that there was just so much happening that I could not grasp even the simplest thing that was happening. And yeah, I did not really like that because I literally, there was some pages that I read 4 times and I still am not fully 100% like certain that I grasped every single thing that happened in that moment. So yeah, I don't know. I will get back with like my final rating of all 3 books and the whole series tomorrow when I've slept on it and I revised a bit. Okay guys, after a few days I am finally here with my rating of the whole Hunger Games trilogy. I had to think pretty hard on this because originally I gave the first one 4 stars, the second one 4.25 I think, and the third one I have I haven't told my rating for that. So I've already told y'all my thoughts on the books individually. I thoroughly enjoyed this series, but I knew I would because I've seen the movies and I enjoyed the movies. Like, I love the movies. I admit it's been a while since I've seen them and I really have to rewatch them. And by the way, now with the whole TikTok thing going on of the official Hunger Games account, if you're not up to date with that, if you on TikTok you type in like, what is it, Hunger Games official account, something like that. Some people can see the videos that are posted on that account. Some people can't. I cannot see them. And I've seen someone say online on TikTok as well that if you can see them, you're capital, and if you can't, you're district. And I'm very privileged. I feel privileged to be district. Yeah, because I would never want to be capital. That's just putting it in there because it's just, with the whole, like, they started filming the new movie, Sunrise on the Reaping, and it's just a big thing right now on TikTok, and I just needed to put that in this video. Anyway, I loved the books. Like, obviously I have my favorites. If I have to rank them, I would put them like this. So this is my favorite, then second, and then third. But that's okay. I mean, yeah. I loved the series as a whole as well. Because, and like, okay, I don't know. It's just very difficult to put my thoughts into words. So I'm just gonna let typing me do the whole thing and just insert my final review that I put on Fable and Goodreads in this clip, so that y'all just can read the review, because yeah. Anyway, my final ratings on all 3 books. So, the first one, I have decided to move this book's rating up to a 4.25. So we go from a 4 to a 4.25. That also means that this book goes from a 4.25 to a 4.5, because this one is definitely my favorite and I like this one more than I did with this one. And then this one will be a 4-star, which means that we have a 4-star series, which is actually pretty insane. Like, I know for a lot of people this is a 5-star series, and I get that, but I think what makes it not a 5-star series for me is the fact that I knew the plot line and I knew some pretty major things that happen in like the plot to like steer the plot in certain directions. And yeah, it's sad that is, you know, taking my ratings just a notch down, but it is what it is. And I mean, a 4-star series is still pretty great, in my opinion. Like, yeah, it's still pretty nice, and I'm very happy that I read these books. I will certainly read the other 2, so the 2 prequels. I am really excited for Haymitch's book. Purely because I want to read it before the movie comes out, but I know I will because I think the movie comes out in like 2027. Because obviously they still have to film the whole thing and edit the whole thing, so I have time. It's okay. But I will probably read both of these books in the fall of this year because I'm just so excited. I'm so familiar with the whole atmosphere and the whole like world of the Hunger Games right now that I will probably read those books during the fall. Yeah, and I think that's it. I think this is also the ending of the video. If you want to see me read any other like popular book series, for example Harry Potter, I've never read the Harry Potter books. I have seen the movies, never read the books. But like any other book talk popular series, I'm looking at my shelves. I'm thinking maybe the Binding 13 series. Like, I have Binding 13 on my shelf, but I've never, like, I haven't touched it. Like any other series in general, like, if you want to see me read any of those, let me know in the comments, and I'll make sure that I'll read them and make a vlog of them, because I really enjoy doing this. And yeah, you will, I don't know when you'll see me again. I don't know, probably pretty soon, because the F1 season is starting up again, so yeah, great. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, bye!